It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. At Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Flugar, it's prediction day. We're going to take our predictions against the spread for week number 3. Thus far, we are 12, 6, and 1. And as you can see behind me, we got our chalkboard, and we got our great 8 plays laid out for you. We're going to go through each and every one of those games to go in a deep dive. And I'm going to let you know why I've taken these teams, these plays against the spread versus Vegas. Please hit the like button if you like this content. Subscribe to our channel. It helps us so much with the algorithms at YouTube. And please share the video with your family and friends. And leave your comments down in the comment section below the video. I read them all. I want to know what you are thinking in regards to these 8 plays and other plays that you think are winners for this week, week 3 of college football. Let's get right to it. As you can see, I have got Notre Dame. Notre Dame minus 10.5 against California. I've got the Irish, and you're probably thinking, Greg, man, you've been so tough on the Irish. What's going on? How can you take them this week? Especially after Tyler Buchner just got hurt, their starting quarterback, and now they're starting Drew Pine. Well, because Notre Dame is playing California, and I do think Marcus Freeman's going to make some adjustments. I think he's going to give Tyree, the running back, the ball more. They don't have many targets. They got Mayer. They've got Styles. Don't think they can do much with the offense. They're going to make some adjustments. New backup quarterback. But I believe Notre Dame is going to be able to generate points with their defense because California's offense, once again, is dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Go ahead and watch the tape. No, don't watch the tape. That's why you've got me. I watched California UNLV last week. California won 20-14. At the end of the first quarter, it was 14-0 California. And then their offensive line got mobbed. They got crushed, pushed back, destroyed by UNLV's defensive line. What do you think is going to happen this Saturday? The Irish defensive line against California. Yeah, Notre Dame's defense is going to create points, going to create short fields off of turnovers, probably a pick six, fumble recovery. All Notre Dame has to do is score 21 points to cover that spread. I think they're going to do it in South Bend. Notre Dame covers minus 10.5. Let's get to Iowa State minus 18. They did it. They got the big refrigerator off their back. They defeated their rivals, Iowa Hawkeyes, by a score of 10-7. Minus 18, that seems like a big spread. But you got to remember, Ohio from the MAC lost last week 46-10 to Penn State. Penn State defeated Ohio by 36 points. I think Iowa State can win by 18 points. Iowa State, Decker's their quarterback. He's getting in the groove. He's got over 70% completion. Gerald Brock, their running back. He's a step down from what they had last couple of years with Breece Hall. But Brock's a good Power 5 running back. Or I believe he's got a little bit over 200 yards this year. Xavier Hutchinson, their stud, their number 1 receiver. Everyone knows he's getting the ball, but he still has caught 19 passes in the first 2 games. Iowa State generates enough offense in this game. They win. They cover that big spread, minus 18. Now let's get to the Oklahoma-Nebraska game. The game full of emotions. Full of emotions. And people are going to wager on this game with the emotions in mind. I'm not going to do that. After the first quarter, I think all the emotions drift away, and you've got Oklahoma against that Nebraska's depleted defense, and I don't think Oklahoma punts. I don't think they have to punt once in the second half. Nebraska's defense, they do not have the horses. They do not have the thoroughbreds. They just don't have that talent. Everyone says that they have a development issue. Yeah, they do. They've had a development issue under Frost for those 5 years, but they've also got a talent problem. They did bring some transfers in the rush end from TCU. Garrett Nelson's a very good player. But across that defensive line, Eric Gray, I think he's been averaging close to 7 yards a rush for Oklahoma. They're a great running back. He's gonna have a huge day. A huge day. And offensively, yeah, look, Oklahoma's going to cover another big spread that I've got a team covering. Oklahoma minus 11.5. Mickey Joseph has got the ears of his players at Lincoln. That's going to help. The players are going to be listening to a different voice. The fans are going to be excited. There's going to be a lot of electricity in the air for the first quarter. And then after that, I think the Sooners pound the Cornhuskers into submission. So I've got the Sooners minus an 11.5. BYU, Oregon. I've got under 57.5. I hear you, BYU fans. I'm giving you the credit you deserve. Your team the credit they deserve. I had Baylor last week. BYU defeated Baylor in overtime. An impressive victory. Big time victory, because you guys know how much I like the Baylor Bears here in 2022. What BYU's defense did to Blake Shapen was incredibly impressive, and especially what the BYU Cougars did defending against the run. And I think they're going to do the same thing with Oregon. Oregon's running. I do like Bucky Irving. I love Bucky Irving, former Gopher, transferred to Oregon. But I do think BYU's defense takes it to the Ducks. But I also think Oregon's defense is going to play a good game against BYU. That's why I've got under 57. I think the line was 3.5. But I like the under. I like the under 57.5. I saw BYU's defense. I saw Oregon get it going last week on defense. And I think 57.5 is too big a number. I'm going under. While everyone's taking either BYU or the Ducks, the Cougars or the Ducks, I'm going under 57.5 total. Kansas, plus 10. I had a conversation with a few people last night, and I let them know that I was taking Kansas. And I got some heat. I got some heat on that. People still don't really truly believe in the Kansas Jayhawks. I do. I think they're real. I think Leipold, I talked about him when he was hired by Buffalo. I think he's the real deal. I think Jalen Daniels is a true, really good quarterback. I think they spread the ball around. They got Neal, the running back. Hishaw, running back. They're not even giving Kai Thomas any run in that offense, which surprises me. Houston has been a disappointment for me in the first 2 weeks of the season. I don't know what's going on. Now listen to Daniel Holgerson's press conference at the end of that Houston game when they lost to Texas Tech. Holgerson kept saying, we're making stupid mistake. It's making me sick. We keep making stupid mistakes. I think there's something wrong there. I don't know if it's internal, if they don't have the leadership on that team. Something was wrong with the Houston Cougars. The projected great offensive line isn't getting it done for them. I got Kansas, again, on the road, covering the spread, plus 10 points. I've got the Kansas Jayhawks. Got a lot of heat last night from some Houston Cougar fans. We'll see what happens. Mississippi State plus 2 against LSU, big SEC battle. I could not pass this up. I think Mike Leach has got his offense the way he wants it. He's spreading that ball among a whole bunch of different receivers. 3 different receivers, over 10 catches. Dylan Johnson, the running back, he's got 12 catches himself, besides the other 3 receivers. Thomas and Ducky and Harvey. They've got a plethora. They're not even giving the ball to Jaden Wally, who I think is probably their best receiver. He's like 4th or 5th on their depth chart right now. Will Rogers, what can you say about his start for the season? Is he completing like 75% of his passes, 78% of his passes, 9 touchdown passes in 2 games? And LSU, yeah. You know what? Jaden Daniels, their quarterback, he's the bright spot of their team. But as you know, I do not like quarterbacks. In this day and age of college football, I do not like offenses that have the quarterback be the leader in rushing yards. Because in this day and age, not previous, not in the 1990s, not in the 1980s, not in the 1970s, but here in 2022, these defensive players are too big, too strong, too fast. They hit with too much impact. These quarterbacks, if they run the ball too much, they're going to get necked up. They're going to get injured. And I think that's what Brian Kelly's offense in LSU, I think they're going to do that to this young man, Daniels, the quarterback. I think Mississippi State's going to put the hurt on him. I've got Mississippi State +2 on the road against I got Mississippi State +2 on the road against LSU. Syracuse, a pick'em game against Purdue. Syracuse, Sean Tucker leads the team in rushing yards. Leads the team in receptions. I've got him as the Doak Walker Award winner, as the best running back in the nation. Don't think he's going to get there. He's had a good first 2 games, but there's been other running backs across the country who've had monster games. But Syracuse is 2-0. They get Purdue at home. Syracuse is going to run that ball, get it out to Sean Tucker on the flats. And Purdue's running game, once again, where is it? Jeff Brom just can't produce it, just can't create it. I don't even know who their running back. I thought it was King Daru. There was running back number 1. Now I don't know. Is it some guy named Kevin Mackleby? Yeah, I think Purdue's going to run into a buzzsaw up there in the dome. Syracuse, pick 'em, 0 points. I've got the Orangemen winning the game, obviously covering the game. And then my 8th and final game of my great 8 plays, the Miami, Florida Hurricanes going down to College Station to play Jimbo Fisher's Texas A&M Aggies. Mario Cristobal versus Jimbo Fisher. I've got Miami of Florida, 5.5 points. Just look at King of Texas A&M. Big advantage, Hurricanes. Hurricanes have been able to run the ball. What has happened to Texas A&M's running game? Now, you know, if you've listened to me over the first month of this channel, I've picked on Jimbo Fisher's passing offense, but their running game has been stymied. You think they're going to be able to run the ball against the Hurricanes? I do not think so at all. Miami of Florida not only covers the spread, 5.5, but they go down to Texas A&M College Station and they beat Texas A&M. Miami of Florida goes 3-0. They challenge, they'll probably be a top 6 team in the polls next week, top 7 team. Mario Cristobal has that program going way beyond what I thought they were going to do this year. I did have them going to the ACC championship game and losing to North Carolina State, but if I had to do it all over again, I've got the Hurricanes. I've got the Hurricanes winning the ACC. Can't change my picks. So I got North Carolina State. They just got to start playing better. Miami, Florida goes down in Texas A&M, defeats Jimbo Fisher. And what happens in College Station after they lose another game? They go 1-2. Woo! A lot of drama. Down in Texas A&M. So those are my grade 8 picks. Thus far this year, I'm 12-6-1 against the spread. Again, that's a 66% winning percentage. anything over 60% is you're doing great against Vegas. We're at 66%. Is this the week I collapse? Is this the week peek around the corner collapses? We will see. I feel good about those games. I feel real good about those games. I feel great about Miami, Florida. I feel great about Kansas. Sorry, Houston. I feel great about Kansas. Notre Dame's going to generate some defensive touchdowns against California. Iowa State gets the big refrigerator off their back as they defeated Iowa last week. They're going to feel freedom. At last, freedom for the Iowa State Cyclones. They win big. In Oklahoma and Nebraska, legendary rivalries. But one program is still at the top of college football, and the other program in Lincoln has collapsed. Oklahoma Sooners win big. Until next time, from all of us at Peek Around the Corner, to all of you, please, you all take care of each other. Thank you so very much.